Oh, man. Fresh off the boat. Just got in from where the hell was I before? Oh, La Corona. Okay, that's where I was from. I may not be too liked over here, especially considering how I'm wearing the traditional garb. Oh, I apologize, my friend. I forgot to introduce myself. My name Tumbleweed Tim. I'm a world traveler over here, and I've been going all across, documenting everything that's been happening in the world, you know. No one anticipated that the proud nation of Ditchwater was going to revolt against the Queen, dethrone her, completely revamp everything, and turn into the Rantian Imperium. And I heard from a very reliable source, being my friend Ernie. Okay, Ernie kind of crazy, but at the same time, I heard the Emperor right here. Where the hell even am I? Xandros. Yeah, exactly. I'm over here in Xandros, and we're going to find where the Emperor is. Now, hopefully, I might be able to get an interview with him, and I'm trying to eye for that editor position, okay? Because he be saying that the editor he currently have is a complete textbook idiot. But what I will tell you, 100%, is his love for banners. I love the banners. Am I kissing ass a little bit? Abso-freaking-lutely. Now, as a tourist, I gotta say, where is my bus? I'm exactly like these people. I don't see my bus. Where the bus at? I don't see no bus. I guess I'm gonna have to hoof it. You know, unlike my other fellow tourists, I guess I'll just go ahead and walk. I'll just write this in a review later. But that is a very nice looking entrance right over here, especially considering how much money the Imperium's been putting into rebuilding this place after La Corona did the you-know-what to it. Oh, there's my bus right over there, but it's going in the opposite direction. I guess mine's all the way up the road. But it's a very nice settlement. I really do appreciate this place. Fine architecture, fine medieval architecture. This is something the Imperium don't have no more, okay? They engage in a whole bunch of steampunky type stuff. Now, steampunk stuff is fantastic, but it gets damn loud every damn day. I can't even sleep properly. Now I know what poor Miss Hunt has to deal with on a daily basis. I would not want to draw the eye of the Emperor to the point that I have to deal with that on a daily basis. No, sir. But this place is absolutely happening. I could live here. But, you know, I just have to, you know, take a quick look, see, write it down, jot everything down in my journal. Hopefully be able to submit it into Cash from Imperialis when I go back to Rantium at some point. Hopefully they let me in. Last time I kind of did steal a little bit of a couple stuff from a local restaurant. and I kind of had to hightail it down to the Grand Port of Rantium, you know. Get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. But nevertheless, this place is awesome. If I need anywhere to hang out and probably lay low for a while, I think the Prince of Xandros would definitely... I'm sorry, Xandros, excuse me. Would probably allow me to live in here, right? And look at that. Their military back up and running. I dare say that dude's course is a little tight as well. But nevertheless, we out here, we're enjoying the sights. I don't know whether I'm actually supposed to be in here, but nevertheless. How's it going, boys? Xandros, all day! yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Y'all looking at me kind of funny. I'm definitely gonna leave. Oh, there's my bus. Yo, I need to go back home. Thank you. Now, as we continue... Oh, hey. This guy kind of looks like Ernie. I'm going to get out of this character right now. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Anno 1800 modded campaign. I think, like, these are moments that I really just want to see what your face looks like. Hearing that absolutely random, potentially terrible attempt at a southern accent. I think it's one of my better ones, naturally. I don't know how well my mic picks it up, but I'll figure it out later. But yeah, Tumbleweed Tim over here. He is definitely a character, and I will try to bring him back from time to time if people do actually like the way that he goes about things. He's actually a tourist that likes to walk in his towns. Isn't that something new? We never get that. We had to deal with this character over here that's like shaking like no tomorrow because this bus is probably going to blow up. At any rate, who the hell are you? At any rate, we are going to be working here in Xandros today, okay? We're not going to let Tumbleweed Tim get in contact with me because, quite frankly, I have a lot to do. He's just going to constantly, you know, bug me with, you know, writing stuff, and I really don't want to deal with more editors, you know? I have my own, okay? And I want to replace the editor that we have right now with Alexi, okay? I think Alexi is going to do a damn good job of it. And you know what? Delta's even been writing really good editorials. I like it. Why do we have to deal with that editor? At any rate, we're done with this little bus ride because, quite frankly, that scared me, the amount that it was shaking. So there's a couple things that we're going to be doing today. First and foremost, we're probably going to be finishing out on Xandros as much as possible. I don't know whether we'll come back to it. I might, in one particular time, come back to the island just to fix up some stuff, maybe do some beautification work, because I know it's kind of like 50-50 on whether people like beautification in episodes. Some people think it's pretty tedious, and I understand that, and I don't really ever want my content to be seen as tedious, boring, any of those things. That's why I like to prank you guys from time to time, and the random ass voices, truth be told. I think, I don't know, Tumbleweed Tim might actually be a hit, you never know. Alrighty, now, the thing back here is that the administration range will go all the way to this spot, but I don't necessarily want to just fill this out with a bunch of homes. Maybe like a row, but I would like to get a bunch of farms over here. I think if we get farms, that'll be a lot nicer. And I don't mind it. So let's just get this road all the way to here, and then I also want to build a road up to this mine, because later on we're going to be using just that one. And I don't mind that it's right up against the wall like this, so we'll just keep it like that. And let's get some houses built up. These guys might be in a bit of a precarious position, but nevertheless, we'll just go ahead and put them down like so right there. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm gonna get rid of this road, but I do need to put down a nifty little warehouse. There we go. I'm gonna put a warehouse right there. I also want to mention that the poll, there is a poll right now on the main YouTube channel, in which I'm pretty much giving you guys the option of 4 different games. One of which, again, is Anno 1800, and that at the point that I'm actually talking to you guys right now, that is the one that is currently leading. It is a one-island challenge, right? But it's not just the one-island challenge that you are used to. No, not a damn bit. You want to know what I changed? I'll tell you exactly what I changed, because obviously you're interested. I changed the fact that I only can build sailing ships, use sailing ships, no steamships whatsoever can be used during that entire playthrough, and I have to go up against the expert AI. Yeah, so that's definitely an idea. How much you might be asking yourself, well, how much do you hate yourself right now? A decent amount. Why do you ask? I don't want to put 2 farms next to each other, but I'm also weary of... Oh, there's a gate over here. Okay, let me solve this problem then. I'm gonna take this road. Oh boy, what are you doing? And out through there, just so I can make sure that we do have that road connection in place. I don't know if I can put another... Hold on. No, so I might actually just use the shift tactic on that one. Not a big deal. Put this one right here, and I am just going to prioritize vegetable farms, honestly. I think, like, if we can mass produce on the vegetables as, you know, as much as possible in this region, we might be able to export it, increase Xandros' economic power, excuse me. And it's nice. I do like putting farms like this. It's really pretty. This one here, hold up. I need to put down this, and then I'll put this on the side. How about that? Kind of make it look a little funky. Right to there, thank you. Not sure how many farms we need, but I will try to put down a decent amount. Hey, that turned into 96 exactly? Wow, that looked out nice. Cool. I really do love this mod. It's a lot of fun. I really suggest you guys get it. Like, it's really cool. I think we can even put down another farm over here. We do need a warehouse, granted, and there is a mine right behind it, so I'd like to get that going. And then, how about you here? Let's get the road like this. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then build out in this direction. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea, considering how we want to get this spot also connected up. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's bring the road right up alongside and up to here. I think I'm going to demolish this house and instead fix up the road right like so. Can't destroy mineral deposit. Well, I wasn't planning on it, game. Goddamn. I was trying to fix the other side. And then shift. Boom. Shift. All the way there. Boom, boom, boom. Get that to there. Love to see it. This all the way to here. Might leave, like, that open for a specific reason.
No space left here.
I know, I know. Probably try to do something like, I don't know. What are the crops we have here? We have potatoes, we have vegetables, we have grain. We could make these into grain farms, or at least 2 of them into grain farms. How many grain farms do we even have? We have 1, 2, 3. Are we maxed out with them? Yeah, we're maxed out with the grain farms as well. We should probably build some piers. I think piers over here is going to be a really, really good idea. This is a very long coast. Now, I must also say, I do apologize to my people, because I showed a bit of a heavy hand towards the Prince of Xandros himself the other day, and, you know, I never like being that person. I never have. And I don't ever want to be known as that person. So, what did I do? I brought him the finest bar of chocolate I could find, okay? How long I've been hoarding onto this bar of chocolate, I have no clue. But nevertheless, I brought him a bar of chocolate. And just the one, because we don't want to spoil him, of course. And he seemed to like it, so I think we're all fine and dandy with him now. I don't know. He really liked the bar of chocolate. And you know what? I aim to please. So,
Day full of day of dreary drudge.
it works. It just works. So I'm happy he's happy, and he's no longer going to be angry like how he was before, because we know likey angry Prince, right?
We can't
Not
shut
good.
the storeroom door.
Great, but here, guess what? You're also gonna get a second
Stand to
bakery
attention
over
for the
here,
boss.
because I just quite frankly don't know what else to put over on this side. I think, hold on. You know, honestly, with this Old Town pack, and again, this is me being critical, so you can choose to listen to this or not, I think that there should have been some medieval type shops, okay? I think there should have been some medieval type shop ornaments and such, because this is very simple to do, in my opinion. Like, there's just one for cheese, there's one for, I don't know, I think that looks like wine right over there. Yeah, it looks nice. There is a pack that I have to find, of course, that we can just use the ones from there. Harbor City? No. It's over in here. There we go. Central Market. You can use Central Market stuff, but, I mean, it doesn't fit with the tiling. So, I think what I will do is I will go over here to the Manor Park that totally does not even need to have a freaking Manor Park building to begin with. Color me, like, really confused. And I'm just going to put a couple of those down, followed by that. Very nice and simple, right here in this corner. I like it. There's also a school. I think I was thinking about the gardens, like these ones for the school over on this side. And maybe the banner of the roses over there. And then that right over there. What do we have in the front? Oh, we can put some more of these stalls then. There we go. I think that just looks nice, because this is majority the farmer's quarter, I believe. And it's right next to the really nice church, which is ultimately what we like to see. I do love this city. I really, really love what we've done with this city. And I found the airship again. Boom. Put that in there. Okay, so as far as trade routes are concerned, I was informed that the Principality of Xandros and the Kingdom of Sapin do not have any active trade routes. So that means we are not going to bring in any, like, sewing machines for them, anything of those particular goods that the Kingdom of Sapin is producing. We're not going to be bringing it here. We'll have to make those here. So, as far as the sewing machines are concerned, we do need to have iron, we do need coal, and in order to make the furnace, obviously, we need a lumberjack hut and then the sewing machine factory itself. If I were to look over here, how many sewing machines are we actually going to need here? We need 3. That's not too bad. I think we should start working on the mines, even though I haven't really gotten clearance for it, but nevertheless, here we are. There's the mineral mine there, and there's a mineral mine here. We need to fix the road in front of it, and I will connect it up. Oh, what the heck did you put second one there? Nope, don't like that. And then this one, we need a coal mine. So now we have these guys working. I know that we do have furnaces over on, whatchamacallit, on Saint-Cyr. But I don't necessarily want to bring all that stuff over here. I kind of like to have a reserve. So I believe a little industrial quarter, and I did ask before doing this, naturally, a little industrial quarter over here on the side, it could work. But we're not going to be using the RANTIAN skins. We're going to be using the Old Town skins here. So let's get these things built up.
Celebrate your leadership.
Right. And unironically, that's the place that we're just talking about. Okay, so we have these guys going. We should have enough wood in here. So I think a sewing machine factory can be built up and built up right now. Because this thing is a minute... Oh, no, you're 30 seconds. So these are just... It's a 1-to-1 ratio over here. So let's put this one here. And let's put this one here. Unfortunately...
The finishing touches, and there.
They don't have another skin, which I am a little bit upset about, that I can't, you know, replicate the Old Town vibe over here. But nevertheless, I think it's fine. I honestly think it's fine. We can live with it. Unless this pack... well, I do like the modular ones, but they take forever to get a sewing machine out there. And as much as I appreciate it, at the same time, no thank you. I don't really want to be dealing with that noise. I don't know whether I want to wall this off or not, but I do want to fix up spots over here. Let's try to get that. Also have a tower, and then like maybe one right about here. Oh, I think I missed it. There we go. And then we need a warehouse. We have one over there, but I don't want them to walk all that way. So yeah, I think I am going to build a little section of a wall here then. Actually, hold one moment, please. That has to come first. And then we'll be able to get the rest. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Hell yeah. Awesome. Neat. And done. Ooh, pretty cool. We should have some soldiers in here protecting it. I think that'll look pretty neat. There's some spots over here. And I want to get these ones at the towers before I... What the hell? How dare you? How dare you do this to me? Bad. Absolutely not. Okay, fix that, but that's not even the one that I wanted. This guy definitely needs to be one. There we go. Alrighty. That's a nice little spot over here. We get some sewing machines, and I think that is indeed enough for them, right? Yeah, it's just barely enough. It's just barely enough. We have enough goulash coming out of here, too. It would have been fantastic if this island did have hops fertility. Then they would have been ridiculously happy.
Of better.
Well, you're about to get some sewing machines, dude. You'll be happier, I think. What do they want as far as their, like, lifestyle needs are concerned? How much of the clay do they have? But I feel like if I increase the population size here, is it really going to matter? At the moment, no. But I'm going to do it anyway. What's the clay amount coming in now? It's at... Oh my god, it's at 25. If I get rid of it, what happens? Because that's a lot for 25. 15. So it just goes up by the 10. I think I'll leave them as is. We're not using commuter piers over in this region to simulate that individual islands are nations. So we don't really want them connected up in that particular fashion. But let me go ahead and get some soldiers over here too. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to just make my life really easy. Copy and paste these guys right about here. But I'll change them up a little bit. So, where are the soldiers that are just talking with one another? There we go. We have, like, those ones right there. It's just one, I guess. And then the horse cavalrymen, where are you at? There we go. We'll have him turn around. These guys will face him. These guys can look forward. That's fine. We need some Xandrosian banners, of course. We can't live without our banners, right? Right, exactly. Banner. 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 Awesome. Pretty neat. Just, like, around it, paving will suffice, honestly. Pretty cool. Okay, nice little industrial quarter over here. It's not, like, crazy large, but that's okay. We really don't want any more than what we have at the moment. I think we need some more tool production, though. Just a little bit more. Because I'd like to get some more of these workers actually upgraded. Tools workshop. Another tools workshop right here. a little spot in the back. And, you know, truth be told, I'm not opposed to just doing something like that, making it look a little bit more realistic, you know? Realism is really important to me, personally. But for many people, it's different. So, like, hell, like, I can just do this and not even bat an eye. And low-key, it kind of works. It actually kind of works. Upgrade that one once. Okay. Now, back to Saint-Cyr, because this wall section is almost D-O-N-E. Can I find a section of this wall so I can rebuild it? Thank you. And over here. And over here. Almost there. Just a couple more and a couple more towers, then we'll be good over on this island as well. Still having a little bit of a landowner's issue. How far does this thing go again? All the way to here. So if I move the large schnapps distillery, which is already maxed out, mind you. If I move this thing, can I put another one of these guys here? If I position this a little bit differently, like as in get rid of one row, I can indeed put this down. And that should help. Question mark? Yeah, it does. Cool. Get like one row of this.
Just about meets standard.
Okay, I would like to give them the chapel back here. Where's the chapel at? Chapel, we can just build it right here. Oh, that's a fertilizer silo. Oh, well, that's not good. We'll put it right behind it. There we go. That's nicer. That's nicer indeed. Get the population up, because I would definitely like to expand the radius of this thing. And in the front here, we're going to have to reposition a couple things in order to get oil extracted from this spot and bring it down to the harbor area. And I've been thinking, I think a lot of these areas can turn into farms, specifically hops. I would like to see some hops be produced over here, if I'm being completely boldly honest with you. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. That way we have some room to open up over here. The large schnapps distilleries, they're fantastic, but I don't need them right here. I believe they are these guys, right? I want to put them probably in the back over here, away from everything else, because they're already maxed out as is, and I really don't think we're going to need to make more of them. I would like to leave the front end open for a bunch of farms, and we also do need to build a really important oil depot right here in the front end. So I am going to do this. I'm going to first and foremost build another depot over here, probably even for good measure a second one. Yikers. Okay, we'll put it here. And I'm gonna build another pier. Put it right over on this side. We need 50 bricks in order to build that, but at least we got the depot stuff done. Get rid of those, because we're gonna have to build it over on that side. Let's get the pier built up. And now we have free reign over this little spot to hopefully get an oil store going. And we need to build a small oil harbor. We're going to put this right about here. And we'll start getting some oil stores built up. We don't need a bunch, because I did promise him I'm not going to, like, massively exploit it. I'm going to just do enough to, you know, for the benefit of his own people as well. That's the most important thing here. I'm going to move the doctor's office over to this corner. We need 15 bricks for that. Didn't my airship have some bricks in it? I think it did. Where's my airship
More
at?
glamorous than a cargo steamer, don't you think?
I also want this known. I have had coffee today, so I'm technically supposed to be on my A game, but we will find out, okay? Anything is
I'm already
possible.
airborne.
Anything is heckin' possible at this point. It's really cool that there is a beer festival over here. And the only pause building over on this side, unfortunately, is the Naval Recruitment Office. I'm going to keep it there. I think it looks cool, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Rebuild the doctor's office, because we need that. This grain farm is good enough. What I'm going to do is we're going to build this up, and then we're going to get the oil extracted. So let's see how many we can get here. This would be 1, and then this would be 2. And I think that'll be just fine. The only issue is we have a cemetery over here that I'm going to tactically move over to another corner because it's just I personally I don't play around with this. I'm not a fan of disrespecting the dead, and neither should you. We're going to move them into a better area, into a safer location, so we don't have to worry about ever disturbing their rest ever again. And I think this is going to be the place to put it. And it should be a decent amount, right? The chapel, on the other hand, that's probably in like a terrible position as well. I'm going to move it to the other side. What's this?
I'd never have put a halfpenny on it.
You're a worker? I just realized this. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Be a worker. See if I care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because there's 9 oil deposits right over on this side. And we're going to have to bring it all the way over to here. We do indeed have a lot of steel beams over on this side. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to get the rails all situated, and then we're going to go and get some resources to build these. And hopefully get some tractors and such in the front here so we can start making some beer. I think that's going to be pretty sick. We have a whole bunch of farms all the way there in the back that are really optimized. So we can probably produce a bunch of beer here, and they're going to be even happier. And after all this is said and done,
I'm confident it's ready to go.
I'm confident I'm ready to yeet you off a cliff. Let's see. Absolutely, I am ready to yeet you off a cliff. World's Fair bid stalls. Okay, I can't even read. Okay, he just wants to tick me off. Okay, worst case scenario. Yeah, the last little scarcity of sausage and Morteau. Okay, yeah, okay. But you know what? Great news. We have a low risk of explosions. I really want to yeet him off a cliff. Can I? Please? Please? Because, like, this is just going to cancel that one out.
It was a riot at a mill. I got to the picket line only to take a stone to the head. When I came to, everyone and my story had vanished.
If only that would happen more often. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to put this in here.
This is best.
Oh, it
Who
is.
am I to protest?
Exactly. Why should you? You know what? I never use these other ones. What's this one? Warmongery. Yeah. What about this one? This one's for weapons factory production. Rallying cry. Propaganda state of emergency. Martial law. You know what? Let's have a rallying cry. Yeah. Let's do that.
You gained an influence bonus.
Cool. We love that. We love to see it. Okay. Airship, where did airship go? There it is.
What to do
Why is it
now?
so small? I don't like this one for some reason, and it blends into the water way, way too well. Put these in here, and let's get the oil harbor built up, hopefully. Nice. So at least we have that connection here. We will not be able to take rails across these pavings, I believe, but let me just double check. We can. I didn't know if we could. Okay, that works out very, very well then. Very, very well. In that case, we're going to bring the rails from this side and connect them up. Because over on this spot, this side right over here, we're going to have the farm fields, right? They're going to have the tractors. And we're going to hopefully get those tractors from our friends in New Albion because they have been producing a metric ton of them. And they don't need it. So we're just gonna be like, hey, Delta, my guy, you don't mind if I just snag a couple hundred of these, do you? And he's gonna be like, nah, buddy, go right ahead. I'm like, dude, thanks. Here's some beer. Can I just say, I love the fact that I have built friendships with you all. It really makes me very happy. As a content creator, being able to talk to you guys is really the highlight of what I'm doing on this platform. So really appreciate you all for, sticking by me and engaging in my randomness. I know it's very weird from time to time, but you know what? I'm just being me. This is just who I am. Let's connect those guys up right there. We're also going to need a fuel station. Yeah, you know what? Fuel station. We can like put it here and it would go the entire way. So I think this is a good spot for it. Unfortunately, it is right next to the chapel. No, then I'll put it here. The first initial spot that I really wanted to anyway. And let's get this one built up to it. Great. Can we build these? We need steel beams.
Ready
We're
for
gonna
your
get some
delivery?
steel beams from. Xandros might have some steel beams. A decent amount of them, actually. Because they do have a route going there constantly. Yeah, there's 500 in here. So let's go ahead and use those. We will build up these oil refineries and get that all situated. So we'll get a whole bunch of farms right in the front for hops. And I think a couple more of these can probably be moved to the back end. So let's go and do that with like the stables. I don't want to put the stables there per se. I think this is not a bad spot for it. Put this one right here. Get a road connected to it. It's actually very peaceful back in this side. Get rid of this. Those ones can stay for the most part, I think. We can find out later as we continue to build over on this side. Oh, I see a flaw. Let me do this. We need to build another water pump. Let's get a water pump over on this side as opposed to over there, because we're going to need the field over here, right? Okay. Airship. Why did I come all the way this
More glamorous
low?
than a cargo steamer, don't you think?
Debatable. You grab those. Bring them
Watch
over
the
here.
skies. I'll only be a minute.
And I would like to actually go ahead and freaking build this. I think there's one little piece missing. Oh, I had it. I had it. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. It's damn difficult getting to it. Here, I'll do this. Okay, that was actually a pretty cool sound. What the heck? 2, 3, and 4. Nice. We need to just build up the towers. I think there's one tower left. And there we go. St. Cyr's major wall, interior wall has finally been built. Ooh-wee, it took forever. And now I'm out of bricks. Joy.
What to do now?
Turn these in, go get me bricks. That's what you need to do. That's the most important thing you can do. I do really like this Old Town Fortress. The more I'm looking at it, I think it's pretty neat. I'm gonna get rid of this warehouse right next to it, though. Can you make it over there? Yeah, you can. Okay, great. I don't have to worry about you. It does look very cool. I think my favorite part, and I know this is gonna sound weird, is the foundation goes into the little rocky side right over here. I think that looks very nice, and really, I appreciate the little details. Really important. That's what I'm kind of working on right now in my Dune Awakening playthrough with Z. I've been trying to, like, I'm building a base, first and foremost. It's a Atreides base, and I was torn between Atreides and Harkonnen for so long. If you guys don't know, I'm talking about the Dune saga, and it is very, very interesting. I have read the books, and I will tell you, it is a time. It is certainly a
More
time.
glamorous than a
Nevertheless,
cargo
getting back on
steamer, don't
point,
you think?
I have been, like, theory crafting the best possible ways on building that frickin' base constantly. It's becoming a damn obsession of mine. I can't sleep. And if I can't sleep, then we're gonna have a bigger problem. Let's take all these over here. One thing I did notice is we're running out of furs, which we don't want to have happen. What is happening exactly? So that's 30 seconds because we are providing them with beef, right? Okay. Let me just take a little look-see because, yeah, so if we build 3 of these hunting cabins, we should have enough furs. Let's do it. And there's plenty of room back here, so we are definitely going to be building these things up. Here's the first one. Here's going to be the second one. And good news is we already built an archway in here, so we can connect these guys up really freaking easily. Nice. And over to there. You just need a warehouse out here. These are prime hunting grounds. So we just need to give them the beef, and then they'll work even harder, which is what we would love to see. That way, we don't run out of the furs at all, because we don't want the... We're at max range with the administration, and we do not want to lose out on this. There is also room over here for additional homes and whatnot, but I think we're okay. I think in the grand scheme of things, we're fine. Is there a quest over here? No kidding.
This must appear ungrateful, what with all I already have.
My guy, you're an artisan. You're already ungrateful because you force us to give you canned food. Okay? Okay.
Even with aid, I fear it shall not be enough.
Why are y'all fighting behind a church? Can we not? Can we also, like, get out of the pixely mode? Is that possible? Come on, game. You should be better than this. There we go. Thank you. I'm not going to take a pixelated picture. Thank you. And that dude just knocked the other guy right in his backside. There we go. Give me something good, dude. Guaranteed he's not.
Rainbows follow you.
What did I tell you? And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, artisans suck.
Ready for your delivery?
Okay, please leave. Thank you. He was just staring at me with his eyeballs. I need this airship to go all the way over here to
skies. I'll
New
only be a
Albion
minute.
because look at this. They are maxed out. 1,850 steam motors. Delicious. We're going to grab a couple of those and we're going to bring them over here and we're going to utilize them to high hell. But now, first oil refinery and second oil refinery. Neat.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
That is not my title, but you don't know better, so all good. I'm gonna connect them up via road as well, because we're gonna put in a very important fire station. We can put the volunteer fire station down. It would look nicer up against the rails. I don't think I want to do anything as far as like major beautification is concerned, but we're already getting a train in, so that's really good. And I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and build all of these. Perfect.
More glamorous than a cargo steamer, don't you think?
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The steam motors, where are you? There you are. That's a lot of steam motors. How about just 300? I think we can justify the loss of like 300 because
Onwards.
given my luck, it's going to be bad. We're going to have a lot of explosions and all that good stuff. So I don't like how I built these rails. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to instead get rid of this one. And this one too. Just, I don't like what I did. Why would I do something like this? This is not like me at all. I'm embarrassed. I'm truly embarrassed. That looks a little bit more like me. But at least we're getting the oil out here. Have we deposited any? No, not yet. We have to bring the oil over to the fuel station.
Material.
Okay, you're going to go that way, guaranteed.
Ready for your delivery?
Yep. Paloma is useful in this particular gameplay. All right, let's get the stuff for the hops going. I think it's going to look really cool once we have this front end, have a bunch of these really cool hop farms along with tractors. Let's get the first one right here. I'm trying not to get too close because the trains are rather loud. Not to mention, we also do have the festival going on, so double loud. And I'll change the skins up later. Right now, it's not really that important. Bring it all the way to here, and then one row here. Nice. Oh, this is going to look so awesome. Again, I love building farms. I do not know what it is about building farms, but I think it's really cool. And that's why I'm very keen on building the farms in 1.17 as well, because they look freaking awesome. I want that game. Why do I have to wait until November? Why do you have to wait until November? We'll never know. We'll never know. I'm not at that point yet that I can tell you. And even if I was, I still wouldn't be able to tell you because I'm a good boy. Okay, I don't leak anything. Y'all gotta wait the same way I've had to wait for years and years and years to get the information we so covet. Okay, okay. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Ready, break.
We're taking every care.
Get the road through here. I think that'll look kind of nice. And over to there. Build that up over onto this side and down to there. Yeah, really cool. So we're getting our first hop farms out here, and they're going to be working pretty damn hard. damn hard and really fast. I think maybe just one more in here will be good enough because I don't really want to stretch it. Let's get a road from here, maybe. Yeah. So maybe in hindsight that one warehouse was not a bad place. Oh, that you do need a warehouse, actually. Whoopsie. Sorry. I forgot. You have needs. There we go. I done fixed it for you. Farm fields. I think we can fit another one in here. I have a feeling we can. Another warehouse is needed? Really? Oh, you get one right here then. Let's see if we can do it. One of these is larger than the others. You are, so we can cut back on that one if we really need to. Ah, loud trains. I keep forgetting. Well, it's not really forgetting. I'm trying to get, like, really close to figure out if I'm missing anything. If this turns out to 99, that'll be awesome. It does. Okay, it does. Really cool. And change the skins. Sorry about that, gang. I don't really know what happened. The game just was like, hey, content creator, you want to have fun? Nope, crash. Nevertheless, we're back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, because that really sucks. I mean, it's bound to happen because of how many mods are enabled, so I'm not really worried about it. It was really when I did this, and hopefully it doesn't do the same thing again. Fingers crossed? Yeah, okay, we're good. So, we're going to get some more farm fields built up over on this side, but instead, we are going to get some bread stuff related over on this location right here. So, we're going to have the grain farms instead, because we're going to need malt houses. In order to get beer out here, we're going to need malt houses.
Drunk as lords, drunk on life.
We can give them the rum right now, but that's gonna lure us into a false sense of security. So I don't think that's a good idea. Oh wow. Okay, so Old Town Fortress is doing that for them, plus 2 attractiveness because of it. Okay, well everyone here is currently consuming a metric ton of beer, so they're happy. It is increasing, but that is also because of, you know, all residences providing all that stuff to them. So naturally, it's not what we're legitimately producing on this island. We don't have any of it. And I know we do have a decent amount of grain farms in the back. I just would like to put a couple here in the front too that have the tractors. I think it'll just look cool. Let's go to 135, so 131. Please tell me oh my god. I have to get rid of the banner! Oh no! Oh, this sucks, man. That's terrible. Because if I move this one to the left, I have to get rid of that banner. If I want to put one more to this one, I have to get rid of this banner. Damn it! Ugh. Okay. I refuse to remove any of my banners. I refuse. I outright refuse. I think I'll also fix up this road in the front because I would like to... What the hell? Traditional patronage, my lord. That's what we're all here. But I'm going to have to remove these banners. Not necessarily. I will keep those banners there. This used to be the old road. Now it's going to be turned into a farm. How about that? I also don't know where all the voices are coming from today. I'm probably going certifiably insane. We don't know. We don't know. My parents have been trying to figure it out for years, but it never really it came to fruition. I don't know. Or maybe they do know and they never told me, which is entirely possible that I'm crazy. Nope, that's not the right one. That's the right one. There we go. So I want to get some additional fields built up over here. I will, on this side, utilize the shift tactic because I think it looks nice. Yeah, I do like where the banners are placed now. You know what? Hold up. I'm going to do something cool, I think. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of the centerpiece. We're going to do something like this. Okay. We could have a fountain in the middle. Or we can push it back by 2. Okay, wait a minute. Call him. That's a nice little spot there. Oh, come on. What are you telling me now? We just got to patronage level 2. Are we just going to constantly listen to this sound? That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm happy we don't have a straight road coming out of the main harbor area. It's actually nice. Okay, you can go back here. I want to get this road connected up right there. What am I doing? There we go. Bring that to there. Bring that to there. What farm can we put here? If any. I don't think we need to. Instead, what we can do is we can put down the malt houses. I think that's a good idea. And they should probably fit here. Where are they? All the way at the back here. 30 seconds. What do we do for this one? Improved by electricity for the industrial malt house. It does kind of look neat, doesn't it? But I think this one will probably be cooler for this area. There, unfortunately, is no specific building skin for these, which I'm a little bit sad about, not gonna lie. Is that enough? Let's see. Because I think the beer, we can get a really cool set of buildings for that. So we have 9, and we're going through a decent amount of the hops, and we're still producing enough grain, so I'm happy on both accounts. That's the wrong button. Build those. If anything, we can build one of Nate's windmills over here, and then they'll work even harder. But I don't think that's really necessary. We shall see, though. Can we get some fuel over to this one? It should make it. It'll just need some time. I like the front end now. It's finally more complete. I didn't like the fact that it was empty for the whole duration, right? And then with regards to the breweries themselves, we have to go all the way back here. I'm pretty sure this game hates me, and I'm telling you guys every single day, I feel like my game is dying out little by little. That was 2 crashes, very close, back to back. Let's just do this a little bit of an insurance policy. It wasn't doing this over on Sancerre. For some reason, there might be something on this island that's resulting in potential crashing issues. So let's head back over to Xandros for a little bit, just big chill, and work a little bit more over here, and just take it easy for the remainder. There might be some sort of driver update or something that I'm not aware about.
Something's missing.
But we'll find out. And I'll definitely do that on my own time. We're not going to spend time right now to investigate. Exactly. So, I just noticed that there is a lack of apples over here. And there is room over on this side, and I really do kind of like it in order to get an apple orchard built up. Now, where are they exactly? There it is. Okay, apple orchard. I'm going to get one, like, right about here. We'll get a road immediately to it, and we'll have it take the scenic route. And it might even deliver to these guys as is, which is fantastic. Get all of it built up for the most part. It does look rather nice. I think I'll build a second one over here too, because there's a little bit more room over there as well. Bring that over to there. Yeah, it might actually just be a driver update. It might have just spawned. I have no idea. But that's very weird. I mean, naturally, we are playing with a metric ton of mods. So I'm not, you know, in any which way, shape, or form surprised that this is happening. I was surprised that my computer was crashing with Anno 2205 a bunch, but with this game right now, oh, that might be the issue. Oh boy. Let's hope that's not the issue. Because that's happened like twice already. Or 3 times. 3 times now. I think one more apple orchard should be good. And we'll put that over here. I don't really want to worry about this anymore. And they're so much better than, like, getting the apples the conventional way. Unbelievable. 165. Are we going to have enough? We can go all the way to here, I think. 193. It might be prudent to fix up where the road is So bring it one over in this direction. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. Ooh, we did it. Hell yeah. But I will, you know what? We'll leave some room for some ornaments over in front of this guy. I think that'll look rather cool. I am definitely going to make sure that the game is backed up after this episode's recording, because now I'm starting to sweat and I don't really want to get nervous as to what might potentially happen. Don't really want to lose the save. That would just be like, I would just uninstall. I would just completely uninstall, not worry about it. Yeah, that's definitely weird. What is happening? Does anybody understand what this traditional patronage thing is? Is it based off of a specific labor pool? It might just be because it's fluctuating so much. I have no idea. But hopefully that's not going to be a persistent problem. I think what we'll do is we'll just do a little bit of beautification to finish out the episode. Anywhere that we feel it's going to need a little bit of TLC, we can do. And we really want to try to stick to the medieval vibe, I guess. So maybe put another one of these guys over here. And then Old Town Pack again. Do like these Banner of the Roses, so banner. That wouldn't really fit here. One cool thing you guys can do, if you do have the Old Town Pack, you can just put down a small section of the city wall, and then you can just change it up to a tower. So then there's just going to be like this one solitary tower right in here, as opposed to the square tower, then it's on its side. I think that's kind of neat. And we'll put some over here, some over... Do we want to fill that all out with just... Nah, I think I'd like to, for example, like, get rid of these two. Go over to landowners. And get 2 traditional market stalls built up right in the center, right over here. Right across the street from the traditional goulash kitchen.
Fragile.
Oh, man, we love our goulash in this household, right, guys? Right? Guys? Okay. Bless you. Okay, let's put the mermaid fountain right here. It also could be because of these ornaments. I have no clue, dude. I legitimately have no clue. It's starting to freak me the hell out now. Put that over there, so we'll finish that out. And let's see, are there any other empty spots around here? I always liked these artisan buildings that have like the little garden in between. That's so pretty. That's so incredibly pretty. Okay, seriously? Yeah, it must be because of population fluctuations here. We're gonna pause this. That way, I think it's these guys that are causing the issue. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. Because there's not enough citrus coming out, and it's causing it to be a little bit wonky. Yeah, so we should be getting enough citrus out from them now, until we find consistent routes to mass produce them, because they do take a while with this cultivation BS. So let's just play it safe, turn off the rest. It's gonna probably make the sound again, but we'll know what it is if it stops. That's the most important thing. Go back over to here. I want to put down some more traditional market stalls right over on this side, and maybe 2 over here. You know, it could have been missed opportunity for another mermaid fountain. I think I like that idea. I know what the problem is. It's the damn tourists. The moment we brought tourists over here, everything went wrong. I'm just putting that out there. My game has crashed twice. The random sound from that one mod is constantly popping up that I can't pronounce its freaking name. No one also tells me how to pronounce the damn name properly, so really upset. I'm irate with every single one of you right now. A lot of finger wagging is happening right now. And, yeah, it's all the tourists' fault. You know what? Where the hell's Tumbleweed Tim? You need to get him over here, and we need to have a chat with him, because I think the moment that he came, everything went to hell. Have a little historic fountain right in the front. I think that'll look kind of nice. Where else do we have open areas? Oh, there's a... Look at this. It's completely open over here. Do we have a chapel close by? Well, we do have this really big church. I'm blind, not you. No, you're the smart one. You're the smart one. Oh, we do have this. Oh, wait a minute. That can work over there. The place that I'm not going to go back to because it's crashed my game twice. Maybe traditional carpentry works for... Can't make that because we don't have caoutchouc yet. We could start making some wood veneers. I think that'll look kind of cool. Be kind of loud back here, but I think that's a nifty idea. We'll put it closer to the tourist bus stop so they can enjoy the sound. Yeah, they would appreciate that, right? You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, this pack is insufficient. Banner. And get all this, get all this, get this. Very pretty. Very nice little cool spot. And we got that finally sorted. Is there empty spaces over here? No, I think we're good. I'm just mostly looking at the main town. Is this open? Yeah, this is open. Oh no, we have, oh, I know what I did. I know what I did now. That is Temperate Grove. I forgot that I put that down. Okay, nifty. I like that, actually. It's a nice little spot over here in this corner, and it's surrounded by, like, the woodlands. I do appreciate that. There is a large section back here that we haven't really touched on, but I'm not really keen on figuring it out at the moment. I'd rather get these homes built up.
You create a monster.
Okay. Can we change? Oh, wow. Yo, that looks really sick. Is that what the single ones look like? Oh my god. Wait a minute. No. Oh, there's like a little restaurant outside, dude. There is one. Cheese and wine, dude. The epic combination. What am I doing over here on this side of the world?
Investors, enjoy the fruits of my labor.
You, quiet you. I didn't want you to weigh in. I was looking at your home that you don't probably deserve. That is so cool. Oh my god. I need to figure out what the other home looks like. We saw that one. We saw this one. This one is more... What? What is this? Is this kind of like a warehousey type? I can't see if there's like a... What the hell? Spin you right round, dude.
Here it is. Taxi.
Bacchus. Oh my god. Dude, I'm in love, man. Hats off to you modders who are capable of making these absolutely gorgeous buildings. Holy crap. Like, insane. Absolutely insane. I willingly bow my head to you. 100%. This is top tier work. And guess what? They just did it because they wanted to. That is incredible. Incredible work. I don't like this, though. It's not really fitting over there. What else can I put over on this side? A fountain over here. Fountain over here. That would work.
It's the second verse that doesn't scan.
Dude, it can be any verse that doesn't stand. This is just insane right now. Absolutely insane. What are they missing exactly? They want the church, which I can give them... Oh, hold on. I think this is a good spot to even put a little chapel in it. You can put a little chapel... Right, like right here. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. That's nice. And, hold on. Where are the animated people at? Spin them around. We need to find the priest. Oh, I think I found him. There we go. The priest with that tiling. Oh, nice, dude. So cool. And then we will go ahead and finish this out with a banner of the roses. I think this is like my favorite little corner now. This is where you would find me. 100%. I like solitary areas. I like it quiet. I've never been that type of person that enjoys being at like parties or something like that. I never have. I never will. 100%. I absolutely despise it. Memorial statue. You know what? I think maybe 2 historic fountains here would be great. And then, do I have... Here, I'll just max that out. This is such a cool little spot, man. Oh my god, I can't stop looking at it. I legitimately cannot stop looking at it. It's so neat. So neat and tidy. Now I'm kind of curious about the other homes. I haven't taken a really deep look into them. Like, this one's crazy. You know what I feel like I'm in? It's kind of a mixture of a couple different games. One, definitely Witcher, okay? Tell me this doesn't give you, like, the Free City of Novigrad vibes, okay? It really does. The second one might sound a little weird, but it kind of fits. Assassin's Creed 2. And you can also go so far as say Brotherhood. This looks like just like every rooftop that you want to jump on across, then go all the way to the top here, and then find the random hay bale at the bottom here. Hey, guess what? We can actually put one down. Where can we put a random hay bale down anyway? This is totally inconspicuous. There we go. Totally inconspicuous. Leap of faith right here. Oh, look at that. There's like this random hay bale right into the street. I think that's pretty sick. Such incredible work, man. I'm just in awe of what you modders can do. And you guys taking the time to learn. That's a whole different thing. And it's just passion projects. Like, I'm planning on, I guess at this point, I'll talk about it briefly. I'm planning on covering a mod for Europa Universalis 4 that has not been covered by any of the other content creators yet. And I don't think ever, because it's been around for quite some time. And I'm very happy that that hasn't happened, because I can bring awareness to this. And the modder is just a one-guy show. You know, he's been working on it for a decent amount of time. I don't think it's been updated recently. He kind of goes to and from working on the mod, which is totally fine. You know, it's up to you when you want to work on your own projects. But I will tell you, based off of the world that it's set in, it's number one of my favorite settings. I used to play it a lot. And number two, it's just so, it has so much detail to it. I'm just in awe of this person. Completely in awe of this person. But that's all the time that we have today, folks. Sorry for the 2 random crashes. I have a feeling it has to do with either 1, building skins, or 2, the fact that this mod pack was kind of bugging out a little bit with regards to the citrus going into the landowners, because now it's not making that sound anymore. And the notification is not popping up. So that's probably what's happening over there as well. I'll fix it by the time next episode rolls around, which we are going to be heading to the Principality of the Kingdom of Sapin. We are going to be working on that location next. And I've heard that they have some intel for us. And the intel is very, very crucial. Apparently, it cannot wait. So we're going to be talking about it at the beginning of next episode. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always,
People celebrate your leadership.
you're damn right they do. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends. And I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.